Hey guys, RockingTheBlade here once again. What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the RTB podcast. What's up, guys? So today we're talking about three topics. One's kind of old, but I want to give you my opinion on it. So I finally saw all the episodes, but the other two are more recent news. So let's get to the old one and get out of the way, and then we'll get to the newer stuff. So how did I feel about Luke Cage season one? Um, excuse me. It was very different than Daredevil, but in a good way. It was I love Luke Cage's character. He's a very strong and kind type of character. Before I continue, no spoilers here. Just gonna give you a basic rundown how I feel about the villains. Um, the main because there's two main villains. I'll say this, but there's two main villains. There's the first one you see. And they're both excellent, by the way. The villains were really fantastic, very dangerous, very well acted. Great Marvel villains. You really feel their motivations. You really feel the terror and fear that they bring about with their presence. I mean, they have that personality and that swag that Kingpin had, and with Daredevil. I mean, this is like really one hell of a villain. These are villains to say the least, and these villains were simply fantastic. They did a really good job in carrying the show. Also, Luke Cage himself was also fantastic. Very awesome, Luke Cage. Very kind, soft-spoken dude. Don't like being called the N-word. Very cool black superhero or let's just say African American superhero that people can look up to. He's a very cool role model. He's a cool guy, cool hero to look up to, and he's just a badass. I will spoil this much. I just love how when in certain fight scenes, like, 'cause he's so strong, like he just literally just slaps somebody and they get knocked out. It's hilarious, like how strong it is. But every time he does it, I laugh so hard because it shows like how strong this dude is. He literally just slaps someone to sleep. I mean, that is insane power. And and and, uh, and of course, in the final episode, him and one of the villains, they go at it, and it's an epic fight to the finish. I mean, it's so epic. I mean, it's just amazing. I won't spoil what happened, but it's just an amazing fight. Very well choreographed and very believable too. You see two superpowered beings going at it. It's not like Daredevil where it's like very well martial art choreographed and stuff. It's like just straight up down and dirty, grimy, basic street fighting. There's no rhyme or rhythm to it. It's just dog out. It's like a barroom drag 'em out kind of brawl kind of stuff. And hey, those could be fun to watch too. And it was. Every time Luke Cage was in action, it was fascinating to watch. Seeing just bullets ricocheting off him and villains pissing their pants as he's just throwing them around and tossing people like fucking like children or softballs. It's amazing. And it's a great season. I highly recommend it. I mean, it was a fantastic show. I was like, there was some better than others, obviously. There were some slow episodes, but even more the slow ones, it took time to explain, character motivations, how this character got to this point of where we're at in the show, each character's motivations, their strengths, their weaknesses that they overcome. Just very well written stuff. Really good, well written stuff. It's just incredible villains, an incredible hero you want to root to succeed. You know what I'm saying? You care about the characters in New York, which by the way takes place in New York. It's a beautiful. It's also the scenic shots they get of New York. Very beautiful, very well done. Just a great show. I haven't seen such a great show where the black guy is the protagonist since the lead protagonist since Static Shock. Like, it kind of reminds me of that. Like if you want like a good male role model, black male role model, Luke Cage is it. He was fantastic. He was awesome, badass when he has to be, soft spoken when he has to be. It's a real cool cat. Even a guy I would love to and if he was a real character, like hang out and grab a beer with. He seems like so down to earth and humble, but when it's time to kick ass, he's not pulling any punches. And he's an incredible character that I just want to root for and help and see that he wins in the end because he's such a likable character. And the villains, they're made to love you, love to hate them too. That's the thing. The villains are hate. They're mean, they're greedy, and their motivations are clear. And and it's just and like with Daredevil, there's a lot of corrupt people, obviously, and how they play that, use that to their advantage and shit. Kind of like in wrestling, That's scripted, but how they cheat to win, kind of that kind of shit here too, in a way, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's just a well written, well paced show. I mean, like I said, the action scenes aren't the cleanest in the world, but it's so cool and very believable too in this universe. And I'm so glad that Kevin Feige's leading the charge. He's doing a fantastic job. The first two seasons of Daredevil was fantastic, and now seeing Luke Cage is amazing. In the future, I will do, before the year's out, I will see Jessica Jones. I need to see that. If you guys care, if you want to write in the comments below, if you want to hear a review on it when I'm done, let me know. I mean, I'm planning to see it pretty soon to see Jessica Jones. So I can get caught up, so I can get ready for Iron Fist, which is coming out in March, by the way, in case you're wondering, and Defenders next year March, and also Defenders later on down the line in the fall. So overall, man, I love Daredevil. I love Daredevil, Luke Cage. I can't wait to see what Jessica Jones. Now I'm very more excited to see Jessica Jones, and I cannot wait to see Iron Fist in March, and the Defenders when they all come together. I cannot wait for that. Overall, the first season was fantastic. If you have Netflix, go watch it. If you don't have Netflix, get it. It's worth it. Because not only that, there's that, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, a lot of great stuff. Voltron, too, as well, if you're interested. The reboot of Voltron, that's a fantastic show. All the seasons of Arrow, Flash, Supergirl's there. So, if you want to catch up on your superhero fix from both the Marvel and DC side, they got you covered. So definitely get Netflix. I highly recommend it. I've been having a blast with it. So overall, Luke Cage is a great, great show. Definitely go watch it. All right, so with that out of the way, let's get to the next topic at hand. That is Tim Miller, I believe his name is, the director of the fantastic Deadpool movie, which I did a review on this channel if you want to check it out. Unfortunately, left the set. An update, and then I kind of waited for a bit because I want to hear an update, like what happened? Why did he leave? You know what I'm saying? And it was creative differences with Ryan Reynolds. That really surprised me because when I first heard that he left, I immediately thought Fox was fucking things up again. Because, let me tell you something. Do you remember, if you remember, I'm going to spoil a little bit, a few parts from Civil War, so kind of skip forward a little bit, or don't watch this video. If you watch Civil War, you're safe, but if you haven't watched Civil War, be warned, I'm going to spoil this part real quick. I'm just warning you guys. So, there's a certain scene in Civil War where Ant-Man turns into Giant Man when he gets really, really big. Believe it or not, that originally wasn't going to be in the movie at all. Because Kevin Feige thought it felt as that by the time to do some of that, and it would be unrealistic. Where the directors argue, well, it's a fucking superhero movie. So I'm glad it went out in the end, because still that meant we could sauce excuse. Also, when Spider-Man was wrapping up Ant-Man, or in this case Giant Man, to trip him over, when he was referencing Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, they didn't want to reference Star Wars, which why not? I mean, I don't really see the problem with him saying some of that. I mean, he's a nerd. He likes sci-fi and geek stuff, so that should fit up right up his alley. So I don't know, but at least I got into the movie. Or in another case where, of course, this is more of a famous one with Avengers Age of Ultron, the scene where Thor gets the water, that wasn't supposed to be in the movie. Or the farm scene when the Avengers got really rocked from Ultron and had to recover. Those two scenes, not Kevin Feige, but Josh Whedon had to fight and get in that movie, believe it or not. So, and the thing is, this guy was established at this point. He made the first Avengers movie and made $1 billion for the company. So, and he got like some trouble with the studio. So I'm thinking, when I immediately heard that, I'm thinking, great, Fox is doing some dumb shit again. Fox is putting their noses when it doesn't belong. And it turns out it's Ryan Reynolds. And unfortunately, I have to, not unfortunately, but it's unfortunate that the director had to leave. But I have to side with Ryan Reynolds on this, because I understand with your sequel you want to go a different approach, but at the same time, you should stick with what made your movie special. Like you want to be like a typical like action superhero movie, like the Wolverine or like X-Men or some stuff that was seen before. And Ryan Reynolds like, yeah, you want such a sequel to be different and better, of course, but he wanted to keep that raunchy, funny, fourth wall breaking humor that made the first Deadpool amazing and the highest grossing rated of our movie of all time. And there was creative conflict with that, so the director just left. Which I'm like, come on, Tim, it worked the first time. Do it again, write different jokes, use the same things, but that's what makes Deadpool special. That's why people love Deadpool. Besides, his one line, besides the awesome action that he or the fighting he does, is his one-liners and the crazy fourth wall breaking jokes. So why wouldn't you want to continue something like that? Why you want to make it like a generic action movie? Or like we've seen like with other times before. That's what makes a movie so special and so unique. I mean, I'll say this much, guys. Had not Civil War and Batman vs Superman had not come out this year, Deadpool would have been my number one movie of this year. Period. That's how good it was. If those movies had not come out this year, and it was and Deadpool did this year, Deadpool would have been easily number one, hands down. That's how good Deadpool was. So I'm not, and again, I'm not surprised that Ryan Reynolds want to continue that success. Doing the same thing, of course, do it differently, or add different jokes, obviously, but do the same thing that made the first one so successful. Of course, maybe approve on it, and make it better. It probably maybe add more action, but of course, keep that there. Apparently, the director didn't want that in the sequel, which, again, why? That's what made your movie so special, honestly. All right. But overall, man, it sucks that he had to leave. I think the movie might be delayed now because now they got to scramble to find a new director. Though there was a petition online, people wanting Quentin Tarantino to take over. I'm not sure if he's busy or not. I mean, I would like for him to do a Deadpool movie, a sequel. Maybe let's see what he can do with it. I'm very interested to see what Quentin Tarantino can do with it. So it's sad that they had to leave because had it not been for Ryan Reynolds, because those two guys working together, in my opinion, is what brought Deadpool towards that. Because originally Deadpool wasn't supposed to happen at all. They shot the footage, showed to Fox, and they didn't feel confident, so luckily they took a risk and leaking it online, and had such positive fan feedback because of that. And Fox gave them the budget to do the movie, and now it sucks that one of the guys that was a part of that is leaving. The original is leaving because due to creative differences, and it sucks. I just hope that maybe there's an update. I can do an update that they come to an agreement. He comes back because I don't want him to leave. I mean, hopefully, they can get a good replacement, but it just sucks that and he's a good director, and it sucks. He did an amazing job. It sucks that he's leaving due to creative differences. I wish you see where Ryan Reynolds is coming from and just work together and just make an overall better movie instead of just leaving. It sucks. I mean, first the fucking Gambit director, now Deadpool. It's like, shit, man. All the movies I love is having fucking problems, and I hate that shit. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And now, the last one. It's kind of a sad one, but it needed to happen ultimately. The voice actors for video games have gone on strike. It sucks. It sucks. It does. It really sucks. I hate that it had come to this point. But some people are thinking, well, they want to make more money than the developers. That's why I don't support it. Shit. That's not what's going on, or at least that's what that's not what I read from the reports from the Actors Guild that are going on strike. That's not what it's being. They want to get what they're valued. Of course, developers should get more money. They're the one that's actually making that game. What I'm saying? They want made it possible. Voice actors. The thing is, here's the thing about people. They think, they just because I like how some trolls are like, well, Kevin Conroy's the best Batman. He just acts on the mic. Yeah, but you make it sound like anyone can fucking do it, and it's not that easy, dude. You need to go to you still need to go to acting class because not anyone can fucking do it. Do you remember the early 90s, the first 2 or 3 Resident Evil games? They were fucking terrible. Terrible. They were like it was like fucking atrocious shit. You know what I'm saying? It was terrible, terrible shit. Like, go back to their early 80s and 90s voice acting. Terrible shit. Terrible. It didn't get better until like way later. In fact, I think Metal Gear was like one of the first games that I know about that had professional voice acting, like you see on TV or cartoons. Not the TV, but like just cartoon, like, but just voice acting in general. Just better acting in general. That's those believable. Not stop it. Oh, don't open that door. You were almost a Joe sandwich. I don't want to go back to that shit. You know what I mean? And plus, here's what people forget. These people that think, oh, one, they're not asking for money. They should get they should get what they deserve, which is true. And two, nowadays they're not even doing voice acting anymore. They're not doing motion capture. Yeah, people don't know that. Like, for example, The Last of Us, Troy Baker, for example, not only did voice acting, but he was in a motion mocap suit doing doing physical acting. And Nolan North also was doing that for Uncharted as well. So it's not just voice acting anymore. Now that since there was certain games that they're doing voice acting and motion cap acting. So they gotta go in the booth, do voice, do voice work, and then do the physical actions so the game could look more realistic for what they're trying to achieve. So if they want a bit more money, or at least get what they deserve for doing those not one but two things now, then yeah, I think they fucking deserve it. You know what I'm saying? I think they fucking deserve it. You know what I'm saying? And people are like, oh, well, as long as Troy and Nolan don't do it, we're good. No, come on, man. There's other good voice actors out there in the world. There's Lem O'Brien, Johnny Young Bosch. You know what I'm saying? Stephen Blum, Christopher Sabat. So there's other great voice actors besides those two guys. You know what I'm saying? They're not the only ones. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're part of the strike, because, at least on the video game department, because they deserve to make more money. I mean, not as much as the developers. That's not what they want. They want to make what they feel they deserve. And I hope they win, and it sucks that, you know what I'm saying, these AAA games are... You see, now games are going to be delayed and in trouble because, hopefully, I know they try to hire different actors. Hopefully they're up to the standard because, oh boy, it is, that game has man, it is to play a game. Man, that game, there's Red Dead, like, for example, God forbid, but like, I would hate to see this. Oh man, Red Dead Redemption 2 plays amazing. Too bad that voice acting is terrible. Stop it there, partner, or I'm going to take you to jail. You're never gonna take me alive, Sheriff. Good Lord, fucking kill me we get to that point. Fucking kill me. I hope we don't get to that point. Yeesh. That's what I'm saying, man. Just pay them what they're owed, guys. I don't want to go back to the 90s of voice acting. Let's be honest. I think nobody fucking does. Some trolls probably do for funny reasons, but for legitly, if we're all serious for one moment, pay them what they're owed. And just voice actors in general should get more credit, because their voice actors are incredible people. You know what I'm saying? They do a lot of hard work. They take, essentially, in terms of like animation, for cartoons, or essentially anime. So, to make sure, they get the translations right, so it can be perfect for, for the fans of that show, like Dragon Ball Z, and Naruto, and One Piece, and Bleach. The voice actors behind that, are amazing. I like how people say, "Oh man, I like sub better. I don't like dub. Dub's terrible. Dub's amazing. Have you guys have heard of the little companies like Funimation and Viz Media, or even Ocean? Incredible fucking voice acting companies. Yeah, I know people are scarred because of fucking 4Kids, and trust me, I know they're fucking terrible, doing with their terrible voice acting and unnecessary edits. But not everyone's fucking 4Kids, guys. There's people like Oceans, formerly known as Oceans, the Ocean team, Funimation, and Viz Media, all have did incredible works. They're incredible teams. They're incredible work. They do an incredible job. They're an incredible team. They do great work. So they should get the money they pay. They should get what they deserve. But it's not just what the anime's not in trouble. It's mainly video games. But the point is, we should respect voice actors because they do a lot of hard work. Especially the video game voice actors. Anime voice actors, as tough as it is to make sure the translation's right, make sure they match the lip flaps. That's hard it is. With video games, I not only gotta like do the voice acting parts, voicing parts, but I gotta, like I said it before, they gotta do motion capture parts. So that when you see the visuals of it, it looks more realistic, like you're watching a good TV show. So overall, pay them what they're worth because they're doing a lot more than just voice acting nowadays. And like I stressed before, they don't want to make more money than the developers. They just want to get what they're being asked to do. And in my opinion, they want what they want more money because they're doing more work. I really don't see the problem. Because again, guys, I know I repeat this a lot. They're doing voice acting and motion capturing. They're doing more work now to make your games a lot better. All right, guys, that's my show. Hope you enjoyed this podcast today. What do you think about Luke Cage? We think about the Deadpool director leaving, and we think about the whole voice acting strike. I'll leave you guys' thoughts on the matter. Please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. And as always, RockingTheBlade signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Peace out, guys.